Hi everyone. Now we'll be first starting with the setup of CLC blocks industry actually. So first we'll be going with raw what are the raw materials we'll be using in this actually. So when we look at raw materials, generally we'll be going for cement, which is of OPC 43 or 53 grade, and mostly we will be preferring as 53, which is more finer than 43, and we'll be using fly ash in this. So fly ash is a byproduct actually from thermal power plants, which we can buy, we need not to buy. Actually, transportation will be the only cost we will be paying through, and then we'll be using some foaming agents. So this foam is the one which makes the brick cellular. So foams are uh, like we'll be getting synthetic foams, natural foams. So based on our use, we'll be generally going for synthetic because synthetic foams will be giving much foam than compared to natural, and the energy wastage for the synthetic foam will be very less. So will and why this foam is, it helps to trap air in between the cement layers. So this foaming liquid is also called as protein liquid. And then we will be using soft water, actually water uh, which we use for drinking. Those water can be used actually, so it should not contain alkaline particles or acidic particles. It should be some soft water. So this helps to stop reacting of cement paste. And when coming to the equipment we use in this actually is, this is a mixer. So mixer is having with variable capacities actually, and a conveyor belt is attached to the mixer, and some silos will be arranged such that, see, this is, if this is the conveyor belt, here some silos will be placed such that some fly ash will be coming through this, and some cement will be coming through another conveyor belt, and they will be deposited in this mixer. And uh, a load cell for weighing is attached to this mixture, because we need to know, right, how much quantity of fly ash and cement we have used in this. So based on this load cell, we'll be able to calculate how much amount of either water or fly ash or cement that we have included in this. And this load cell helps for batching actually. What batching is exactly, uh, amount of thing we are using, such as there will be mainly two types: volume batching, weight batching. So what volume batching is, it is a traditional method actually. So we'll be saying that we have used one bag of cement, so we'll be going for two bags of soil, like natural sand, and three bags of coarse aggregate, such that this is volume batching based on volume. Whereas weight batching is, it will be more accurate, like if we have used to some 50 kgs of cement, so we need to go for 100 kgs of sand, and 150 kgs of coarse aggregate, in that way. So this load cell serves this purpose actually. Then we'll be having a foam generator. So this foam generator is, I have spoke about foam just now. So this foam generator generates the foam actually, and this compressor is, it will be blowing some air to generate this foam actually. So this both helps uh, to create the foam, which we'll be mixing in along with this fly ash, concrete, water, and cement. Actually cement, sorry, not concrete, cement. So these both will serve same purpose. And one more thing is control panel. So this control panel will be like the start of this mixture, weight, this load cell, foam generator, and compressor will be operated with the help of this control panel. Everything is connected at a single point, so we need not to go and check for everything. So we will be operating with the help of control panel. So now here comes the process. Firstly, required amount of water is filled in the mixture by the help of weighing cell or load cell. For suppose we need some 350 liters of water. So when we turn on the tap into that mixture, so we'll be knowing with the help of that load cell or weight cell how much amount of water we have mixed with this. So firstly we will be adding water of required quantity based on like water cement ratio will be the criteria. Like we'll be going for 0.45 percentage, 0.4 percentage, 0.3 percentage, such that then the fly ash is transferred through the conveyor belt into the mixer. That fly ash is even of required quantity, so that is the only purpose we will be using load cell here. And then required amount of cement bags is added into the mixer. So while these things are getting thoroughly mixed, in meanwhile uh, mixer will be running continuously. So while these are getting mixed, then we will be adding foam which is generated through the foaming generator and the compressor. So this foam will be added into the mixer. So this will be continuously mixing, and around 10 to 15 minutes after mixing of these materials, we will be collecting those things in a mold. So after the mixing process, a cylindrical mold is to be taken. So which are the things which we have mixed thoroughly, those things are taken in a cylindrical mold of standard size. So uh, we will be collecting that in the cylinder, and we'll be going for actually we will be checking weight, so that we'll be knowing density. So what actually the mold size, and what is the density here we are getting. So after density check, we'll be going for the further process, that is we'll be filling these paste into the molds of required size actually, which I have said earlier. Greasing is to be done compulsorily before placing the mixture into the molds, so that we can easily remove the blocks from the molds without any breakage. And uh, molds can be of any size based on the client or contractors. Then after drying for 10 hours, molds are to be removed and arranged in an order. So these are arranged in an order for the further step, like curing. So when we arrange these blocks in a order or in a series, so that air gets penetrated through those blocks, which helps in drying and curing, proper curing. So curing is to be done compulsorily for 14 days, both in a morning session and evening session, because this curing helps to attain the maximum strength of the blocks. So after this step, it will be taking around 14 days. So after this step, the bricks are ready to sell actually. So these are the steps and process include for the manufacturing of CLC bricks.